I've been so alone ever since I left the tribe. That's just how it goes, cause I like the lonely vibe.
Yo, what is up guys, SurgicalGoblin here and welcome to this new episode. In today's video I will be going over the balance changes which are not live yet. They will go live on Monday, next Monday. As you can see, I have a deck here right now with all the cards which I think might affect the meta after the changes. But I will go over the balance changes, the exact changes, then I will give my opinion about it. Then I will make a deck which I think will be good after the changes, so next Monday. And I will already play with it now just to see how it works, just to see if the deck might actually become good. Because if it works already, and then for example the bandit will get buff, I think the deck will just get stronger by then. So I think this is an interesting episode. I hope you guys like this episode. But let's hop into the balance changes. So some of them I think aren't that big of a change. For example, the Night Witch spawns 3 bats when she dies. That will be the change. Normally it would be 4, but after Monday only 3. Then bat spawn speed to 6 seconds from 5 seconds. So I think that can make a change, but I still think that won't affect her that much. I still think she's very strong for example Hawk Rider or whatever. So I would definitely still see the Night Witch in the meta, just maybe not as much as in right now. It's just in every deck, but I still think she will be a really good card. Tornado, Poison, Heal spell, multiple of same spell will stack. So in a 1v1, I don't think it will affect it at all. But in 2 versus 2, you're able to stack your poison or whatever. So I actually think that will be really interesting, especially when the 2 versus 2 friendly battle mode came out or comes out. That is not live yet. But then here, the tornado duration to 2.5 seconds from 3 seconds. So I think that is a huge nerf, just because the tornado is, for example, now able to tornado the Hawk Rider to the middle, and the Hawk Rider is not getting a hit. But I think after this nerf, I think the Hawk Rider will still get a hit. So I sort of an indirect buff to Hawk Rider. I think it's interesting, but we'll see if the tornado is still viable or not. I definitely think you can still activate King Tower with it. It will also not kill the Goblin Barrel right now. And same for the Goblin Gang. The Goblin Gang will get a nerf, but the Tornado sort of indirectly buffed the Goblin Gang as well, just because Tornado is actually a really popular card. But we will see. So the lock ranged to 11.1 tel from 11.6. So I'm not sure about that. The lock isn't used as often in this meta, in my opinion. But maybe they still think it's a bit too strong. I would not say it will... People would rather use the Zap or something, just because Zap still doesn't kill Step Goblin. So I still think Lock will be in the meta. But then here, the Goblin Gang, Spear Goblin count to 2. So you will only have 2 Spear Goblins right now. It used to have 6 Goblins in total, now 5 Goblins in total. Skeleton, this is crazy in my opinion. Like skeletons, they keep going from 4 to 3 to 4 to 3. And again, skeleton count to 3. So right now, again, they will nerf the skeletons. I'm not sure what they want. Maybe in a few months they will buff them to 4 again. But I really don't know. I don't think skeletons will be as strong as they now are. But maybe we will still see them in some meta decks. This is really interesting. I definitely like the bandit as a card. And as you can see, the bandit is getting a buff of 4% hit points. And dash initiates quicker, so I think it's harder to stop her, just because she is a bit quicker and a bit more tankier. As you can see, a little bit of hit points. And then this one is interesting as well. The Inferno Dragon hit points plus 7, so that's a pretty big buff in my opinion. Retargets 0.2 seconds quicker, so that means it will target skeletons faster. Skeletons aren't that good of a counter anymore, especially now there's 3 skeletons. But I think that's interesting. And then this one, I'm not sure about that. There are so many units which are good and replaceable for the Witch. As you can see, hit points plus 5%. Area damage radius plus 10%. And then spawn speed to 7 seconds from 7.5. And the initial skeleton spawns slower. So I really don't know about that. The Witch is still like 5 elixir. I still think it's a bit expensive. An Electro Wizard or even a Musketeer, I think it can offer just more value. Or otherwise the Executioner. I would not see the Witch in the meta at all. But maybe she will become really good. But that's my opinion. I don't think she will be good at all. And then this one is interesting. The clone, faster cloning effect. I haven't used the clone ever, I think, in any of my decks. But maybe it becomes good. Just because the tornado is getting a nerf, I think the tornado will not be seen as often. So you might be able to surprise your opponent with a clone on a balloon, whatever. Maybe even a golem deck. I really don't know. But I definitely know I will be testing a bunch. And I will also be trying to make a deck already in this episode. And this one is also interesting. The Battle Ram. Damage that destroys the ram won't affect barbarians. So that's actually a buff. I don't think the Battle Ram needs a buff at all. But I still think it's interesting. I heard that you are still able to block the lightning, so it's actually a pretty good buff. Just, I don't know if you guys ever noticed this, but whenever you cast a lock on top of a Battle Ram, which is about to die, the lock will also damage the 2 barbarians spawning, but looks like they will just be full life even with the lock hitting them. And then this one is really funny in my opinion. Bats, count to 4 from 5. Bats are not even in the game yet, but they already nerfed them. So that just shows it's a really good card. And you can get a lot of value from them. I think it's, yeah, pretty cool. Bats 4 bats for 2 elixir. I think that's worth it. I would say 5 is too much as well. So I would say this is a pretty good change. It will definitely affect the meta. Not that much, I think. You will still see True Musculot and other stuff. But right now, I will try to focus around the Bandit. I think the Goblin gang will still be used. So the Bandit, I was thinking about it before this episode, and I was thinking that the beatdown decks would get really strong, just because 2 Musketeers will be popular, especially because the Battle Ram will get a buff. So I was thinking about making a giant deck again. I already had a giant Bandit deck, which I think is could still work, but because of the lock nerf, I will actually put Zap in. Just because you can be a bit more reactive with that. We want to break through defense and also be able to kill 2 Musketeers. 3 Musketeers will be definitely meta. So I will put in a Lightning as well. And right now we just need support troops. So we have the Giant as a tank. Sort of a win condition, I guess. Then we have the support troops, which are Bandit. I would not see it as a win condition. But once you get a Bandit locked on the tower, it can deal a ton of damage. So we definitely want the Bandit in here just because she's getting buffed. I want us to have a cycle card, and we had the skeletons. I will put an Ice Spirit because it's a cycle card, one of the cheapest cards possible, 1 elixir, and I think that can offer a lot of value, especially because the skeletons is getting a nerf. And right now we are weak to air, so I was looking at a splash damage. So I really like the Baby Dragon in beatdown decks. And this is looking like a deck which I already made a video about, but then just the Night Witch, and it had Goblin Gang as well. The last cards were Megaman and Miner, but I will put different cards in this version. So I still want the air unit just because I don't want to be that weak versus air. I was thinking about a unit like an Electro Wizard, but I might just want to go with Inferno Dragon because Inferno Dragon is getting a pretty big buff. So I think this could be interesting once you get the Inferno Dragon locked on, the Baby Dragon for splash damage, and then you sort of have a pretty quick cycle, but we still have 1 card. I would not see a clone work in this deck, so I'm thinking about a card which can work in this deck. We have some air units. We don't really have a distraction unit or a high damage like a knight or anything, even a mini P.E.K.K.A. So I was thinking about maybe putting a Dart Goblin in, but maybe that's too crazy. I don't know, because we don't really have anything else where they can use their lock on. So I don't know. I really don't know what I want to put in. I don't want to put in the Night Witch because it's getting a nerf. So let's look at the balance chases one more time. Let's just put a card in which will get a buff as well. So as you can see, Goblin, Bandit, Inferno Dragon, the Witch. We can try the Witch actually, or just go with the clone. Maybe that's I don't know. I really don't know what to put for the clone. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let it know in the comments down below. For now, I will just put the skeletons to have a quick cycle. But if you have a good idea what I should put on this spot where the skeleton is, let me know yeah, down in the comments below. I'm really interested if you guys could pick a troop which could work there. Maybe minions, I don't know. I would just go with a cycle deck. So right now we have a giant cycle deck. Double dragons, which can really be interesting. Lightning to come through their defense, Zap to kill distraction units, and a really quick cycle. So I think this is a cool deck. As I said, if you guys have any suggestions to put a card in this spot, definitely let me know. But let's try it in a grand challenge. Double elixir draft challenge is coming as well tomorrow, but this time we will be playing in the grand challenge. So let's see, I'm recording for almost 10 minutes, so I will do 2 live battles with this deck. And let's see. So let's give him a thumbs up and a good luck. He's saying, wow, maybe he knows us, but I don't know. He says good luck, thanks. And let's see. So I kind of want to just slowly build up a push. I will go with a giant in the back. He starts off with a baby dragon in the back. Maybe he has graveyard. I have my baby dragon ready for his graveyard. And I will just drop an ice spirit. He actually does go with a graveyard. I will zap his baby dragon and the skeleton spawning there. And that should be enough. And he zapped or he tornadoed. So let's support it with the Inferno Dragon. He drops a Knight. And I think the Inferno Dragon should do a good job at finishing those. I will drop a Bandit as well. And let's see if that can do anything. Bandit dashes. Looks like the skeletons are down. He drops a Bowler. But the Inferno Dragon is still alive. And let's see if he has anything like an Electro Wizard or something. Otherwise the Inferno is locked on. And wow, looks like he doesn't have anything. And look at the damage. That's insane. The Inferno Dragon is saying wow. And look at that, guys. And it's not even buffed yet. He says well played. Thanks. This is a really popular meta deck which he's playing. Splash Yard. I believe he has Executioner as well. So I have my Lightning ready in case he drops his Executioner. This time I will support it with the Baby Dragon. Or actually I will cycle back to the Inferno Dragon. I feel like Inferno Dragon is actually a really good support card. Wow, he drops his graveyard defensive wise. That's really interesting. I will zap soon. I will zap now, I think. Let's see. Oh, I should have zapped his 4 skeletons as well. I don't think the giant will make it. But we actually cycle back to another one. I'm not sure if I want to throw it. I will actually, yeah, I will definitely go with the giant. And I will go with a bandit behind it. Knowing that he just placed his skeletons as well. So there you go. Baby Dragon is still alive. Bandit is behind the giant. Giant is about to lock on the tower. Bandit dashes on top of the bowler. But looks like he has a really good tornado. But wow, look at the Bandit go. And the Baby Dragon is actually dealing a ton of damage versus his bowler. I think the Baby Dragon will actually hit the tower as well. Wow, that's insane. I will zap the tower to cycle. I'm cycling back to another giant to keep the pressure. This time I will drop an Inferno Dragon on top of his Baby Dragon. And then I will drop a Baby Dragon for his graveyard. He actually gives us a pretty good lightning. So let's take that lightning over here. Let's lightning his tower. Looks like it's in zap range right now. So that's really good for us. Let's drop a Baby Dragon on his left side. Which had a bowler, which has a knight. We're kind of forced to drop our bandit for his graveyard, which is not ideal. But I guess it's fine. We will drop an Ice Spirit on his bowler just because we don't want to take too much damage. The Baby Dragon is helping out as well. Looks like he's switching lanes right now. So let's drop an Inferno Dragon over here. We have, I think we will drop skeletons. Yeah, we will drop skeletons, Baby Dragon. This time we will drop a bandit on top of his knight just because I don't want to let his knight lock on the tower. 2 seconds left. Let's drop skeletons as well. And wow, that's good game. Let's give him a good game. I'm not sure what to place in the skeletons. I actually really like the quick cycle. His deck is a meta deck. If you guys don't know it, it's a splash yard deck. But let's see. So in this deck, I really don't know what I would change for the skeletons. I actually really like the quick cycle, but I'm definitely looking forward to the comments you guys will put with your ideas. Maybe, I really don't know. Maybe even another spell. I really don't know. I'm really interested in your opinions in that. But let's see. So one more battle, then I will wrap up the episode. Already 30 minutes into the episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed the episode so far. It's a lot of fun to record this one and to share my opinions. I hope you guys like this episode, as I just said. But let's see. So he starts off with an Ice Spirit and an Ice Golem. And he has a Night Witch as well. He's maybe using the crazy mirror deck with Rage Spell. But let's support it with both Baby Dragons. He actually is using this deck. I will actually zap right here. I will use a Bandit on top of his Miner. Looks like the Inferno Dragon is actually locked on. And wow, I hope he actually does clone it. I hope the Baby Dragon, etc. are going to kill that. I really don't want to. Wow, dude, this is insane. I don't have the zap in cycle, so that will be tower, I think. And wow, that just shows how broken Night Witch is. I'm really happy they nerf it. I'm not sure if the nerf is enough. As I said, I still see her in the meta, or I would still see her in the meta. I guess this deck is weak to it, just because I just used my zap as well. He definitely surprised me with the, well, looks like he's going for the 3 crown. He definitely surprised me with his clone spell. I kind of knew it was coming as well, but I still used my zap. But let's see. So I will again use my Baby Dragon. I think I will keep the pressure up. Wow, I will just lightning this, I guess. I think that's a good lightning. Let's zap as well. We have enough for the zap now. A bit late. The giant, wow, it's just demolishing the giant. We still have the baby dragon, but I think he has enough distraction troops. Let's actually send in a bandit as well. But sorry guys, I still think this is GG. He drops a golem, or ice golem I mean. He drops skeletons to distract, and he's cycled back to another night witch. And 1 minute left. There's no way I can end defend his push and make a push myself. Maybe right now if he goes all in, we get a really solid defense. He is throwing his miner as well. He's really aggressive. There you go. He goes with his clone. So he mirrors his clone. Let's actually put a bandit. And maybe this time we are able to come through. Let's see. The bandit is alive. He's giving a cry face. I don't know if that's BM or he knows that he just spent a lot. But let's see. I'll support it with 2 baby dragons. I will try to get my Inferno Dragon in as well. I'm spamming right now. There you go. The Inferno Dragon goes down. He used his Zap as well. Let's have our Zap ready for his... yeah, there you go. Let's use his Zap on the bats. And the baby dragon, the Inferno Dragon are killing the ice golem, but he's just able to cycle night witches. I don't think that's enough. But we're trying to cycle, we're trying to spam right now. But I think that's GG. Let's zap his skeletons. The bandit is locked on. But I still think it's GG. We have the lightning ready, but let's see. It's actually really close, but I still think it's GG. Oh, wow. No, we're not able to get it. We were actually really close at the end when we were able to keep pressure. We were actually doing so much damage, but the beginning just caught me off guard. And as I said, I'm definitely glad they will nerf the Night Witch. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As I said before, definitely give me your suggestion or your idea, which I can put in place of the skeletons. I really don't know. Maybe something else like splash damage. I really don't know. I think it's an interesting deck for sure. I will definitely keep testing out, especially once the balance chase is live. As you guys know, like they are not buffed. The balance chases are not live yet. So that is maybe also why it's not that strong yet. But I still think, or I definitely think this deck has a potential. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, smack that like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to subscribe. And I hope to see you on one of my next videos. Bye.